Hi, in this final video of the playlist, we will explore how to adjust your overall settings in Zoom as opposed to changing your settings for every meeting that you set up. So, when you log into Zoom via Clever, you will end up here at your upcoming meetings in your meetings tab. If you look over here on the left and click on settings, it will take you to settings that will be effective for every meeting that you set up. This way, you don't have to toggle these settings on for each individual meeting. So, the first section here for schedule a meeting. Do you want to automatically have host video turned on and automatically start with participant video turned on? So, like I said in one of the previous videos, I would definitely toggle these on so that you and your students can stay connected face to face. This next section is audio type. Again, you can choose. I would leave on telephone and computer depending on how your students are going to connect with you. Join before host. I would keep this toggled off. I do not want the kids inside of inside of a Zoom meeting before I get there. I wouldn't really worry about these personal ID meetings. That's kind of getting a little deep into Zoom and not how we're going to be using it. Do you want to require a password? You can turn this on or off. This is completely personal. If you set up an instant meeting, do you want to require it on or off? Again, these are kind of some of the personal settings. But I would like you to check down here where it says mute participants upon entry. I would toggle that on. That way your students are always muted when they enter into a Zoom meeting with you. And then in the last video, I was talking about the chat feature. So by default, it's going to allow meeting participants, which would be the kids, to send messages that are visible to all participants. So you can turn that on or off. If they do have a question about the learning, then yeah, you might want all the kids to see that. I would for sure check this box that says prevent students from saving a chat or prevent participants from saving a chat. I don't think the kids need to have that. So I would turn that one on. And then private chat, allow meeting participants to send a private one-to-one message to another participant. So this is allowing the students to chat with each other. I would turn that off. Some of the other ones that are personal, do you want to play a sound when students or participants join or leave? That's up to you. It's kind of like a little ring, a little bit like a doorbell sound. And then down here for the screen sharing, who do you want to be able to share the screen? If you are going to be using this and you want kids to interact and kids to jump in, then maybe you do want to have all participants share. But if you know that you're going to be the only one sharing your screen, then you can change this to host only. That's just going to depend on how you plan to use Zoom. And then here's that whiteboard feature. Do you want to allow participants to have access to the whiteboard feature if you allow them to share your screens? This breakout room is kind of cool. It allows you to put the kids into smaller rooms. So this would be great if you had kids that were going to end up collaborating on group work. So you have let's say there's 12 kids that join your live Zoom meeting, and you want to put 4 kids in one room so they could talk about a topic, put 4 kids in another room and 4 kids in the last room. Then you could toggle this on, and it would allow the kids it would allow you as the host to send the kids to breakout rooms. And so you can also do this when you're scheduling. Again, these are just some of the more advanced features, but they might actually be useful. Those are, I think, pretty much the main ones that you would want to have. For our secondary students, if you want to send emails notifying people, you can do that. But that's pretty much it in terms of the basic settings. I think the big ones are the chat features. Do you want the kids to be able to chat? Enabling the video when the kids come on to have that for you and the kids. So this is where you can kind of just play with the basic settings. And I'm going to scroll all the way back up to the top. And again, it's over here under your personal. And then you can scroll down here to settings and you can adjust those at any time.